Well, it's funny what kind of people are attracted to. You know, I'm just trying to keep the main thing. The main thing is that's basketball, trying to win games, sticking up for my teammates.
Making it known, like if the refs aren't going to handle it, I will handle it.
Yeah, you know, I think that's just who I am. It's my personality.
Caitlin Clark just delivered the most surprising assist of her entire career, and it happened off the basketball court. As everyone was buzzing about her massive $25 million Nike contract, she caught fans off guard by shifting all the attention toward her teammate, Sophie Cunningham. What followed sent ripples across the entire WNBA and completely changed the way people view true star power.
WNBA pick Caitlin Clark, her first pro game, 10 days away, but even before she makes her pro debut, she has a major Nike deal on the line.
This wasn't just a last-second play. It was a strategic power move. A gesture so surprising that it didn't merely rattle the WNBA, it left everyone completely stunned and speechless. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe my channel for more awesome content. Thanks.
Well, Caitlin Clark could be breaking another record, this time with an endorsement deal. The Associated Press says Clark will soon be signing an 8-year, $28 million contract with Nike.
Caitlin Clark just inked a $25 million deal with Nike. Yes, $25 million. This isn't just the largest sneaker contract in WNBA history. It even surpasses what some NBA veterans are earning. And she achieved this just a few months into her rookie season. That alone would have dominated headlines for weeks. But Caitlin didn't stop there. She turned the story on its head in a way nobody expected. The real surprise wasn't the money, nor her own signature shoe line. The jaw-dropping moment came from what she did next, and it had absolutely nothing to do with herself.
Referees, are they ever going to call a foul? Y'all going to call a foul? Did you swallow your whistle?
Their best record in over 10 years.
After sealing the deal, Caitlin invited her teammate Sophie Cunningham to what appeared to be a low-key Nike event in Indianapolis. Sophie expected a simple brand celebration, maybe a photo shoot or a media appearance. But what she stepped into was something the WNBA had never witnessed before. The lights dimmed, and a short film played on the big screen, chronicling Caitlin's journey from her early days in Iowa to the challenges she's faced in the WNBA. The buzzer beaters, the critics, the sold-out arenas, the doubters, and the people who have always supported her.
It's really hard to develop a boldly disruptive shoe on Zoom.
And then rolling that into what will be her shoe later in the year.
Then Nike presented Caitlin with a custom gold-stitched jersey, an honor reserved only for legends. But instead of wearing it herself, Caitlin turned to Sophie and said, "This isn't just for me. This is for every woman who shows up, gives her all, and has her team's back."
This was, I believe, Caitlin Clark's last game in the WNBA. And then also, of course, the WNBA All-Star Game had 3.4 million viewers, and that's the most watched WNBA.
Caitlin didn't simply request that Nike honor her. She told them, "I want Sophie by my side in this because she never takes anything for granted."
Attendance when it comes to viewership, when it comes to jersey sales, when it comes to merch sales, it's going to be the biggest that we have seen.
Then a box was revealed, containing a custom Sophie Cunningham Player Edition sneaker designed in Indiana Fever colors, with the phrase, "No backing down," stitched on the heel. Attached to it was a contract, a sub-deal under Caitlin's own endorsement terms. This was entirely Caitlin's initiative. She leveraged her own negotiating power to give Sophie a share of the spotlight, a piece of the rewards. Let that truly sink in for a moment.
Speak up and speak out. At this point, they don't even care if we speak out.
Caitlin Clark, currently the face of the WNBA, yes.
In a league where players constantly battle for contracts, recognition, and playing time, where loyalty is not just uncommon but often risky, Caitlin Clark didn't forget who had her back when the spotlight was toughest. While other stars might have celebrated alone, she made a quiet, intentional move that said more than words ever could. "If you ride for me, I'll ride for you." But why Sophie? Why was it her?
But she did it in a way that she wasn't going to injure JC. She was just making it known, like, if the refs aren't going to handle it, I will handle it.
When Caitlin entered the league, it wasn't met with just applause. She faced a whirlwind of media attention, a highly physical game, and constant drama, particularly from players like Angel Reese and Denai Carrington, who made headlines attempting to shake her confidence. Yet one teammate consistently stood by her side, taking the hits, pushing back, and speaking up. That teammate was Sophie Cunningham.
People view Caitlin Clark, and whether people view that the WNBA needs to protect Caitlin Clark, the golden goose of a league, as which she is being called.
Sophie became Clark's enforcer, the teammate who handled the tough, gritty work, the one who took the heat so Caitlin could shine on the court. Caitlin didn't forget that, and she didn't wait for a marketing team to instruct her on how to show gratitude. This was about respect, loyalty, and redefining what it truly means to wield power in women's sports.
Number 1 and 2 in every offensive stat. She's hitting more threes this season than Steph Curry did in his first MVP season.
And Nike wasn't just investing in her jump shot. They were investing in the story, the culture she represents. Caitlin doesn't only rack up stats, she inspires people. She fills arenas, sets records, and perhaps most importantly, leads in a quiet yet bold way, through actions that create impact without uttering a single word.
Going to do when you come into our house. It was an intentional foul. It was a hard foul. She brought her down.
That's why Nike outpaced Adidas, Puma, and Under Armour. They recognized not just what she could achieve on the court, but what she could create beyond it. And this move, a $25 million deal paired with an act of genuine selflessness, might just be her greatest assist ever. That's when things got truly emotional. Like, grab a towel and say it's allergies. Seriously emotional.
Ability to step up in big moments. When the bright lights are on, Caitlin Clark is also on.
Nike presented Caitlin Clark with a striking gold-stitched, custom-made jersey, radiating pure royalty vibes, the kind you'd frame and display alongside your trophies. Applause filled the room, cameras clicked, and the energy was shouting, "Caitlin, you've arrived." Yet she didn't put it on.
This was, I believe, Caitlin Clark's last game. Not blame Sophie at all. Like, I have her back.
Nope. Caitlin simply held the jersey for a moment, then turned to Sophie Cunningham and delivered one of the calmest mic drops in sports history. This isn't just for me. This is for every woman who shows up, works tirelessly, and has her team's back. Let that sink in.
So we know the new Caitlin Clark Nike shoes came out, and they sold out. It was rumored that 13,000 pairs of Caitlin Clark's new Nike basketball sneakers were being sold on June 30th.
Then Caitlin reached into a glass display case. At this point, Sophie still had no clue what was about to happen. Caitlin pulled out a box, revealing a custom Sophie P sneaker. Indiana Fever colors, of course, with a phrase stitched boldly on the heel that could only belong to Sophie. No backing down.
Yeah, I'm biased here, but I'm going to give you guys my straight up honest opinion on this. She bear hugged her, took her to the ground. Yes, it was intentional. It was absolutely intentional. It was, to me, payback for what was happening the entire game. Get known, like, if the refs aren't going to handle it, I will handle it.
And that wasn't the end. Next to the sneakers was a contract, a legitimate one under Caitlin's own endorsement umbrella. In other words, Caitlin used her Nike deal to create a sub-deal for Sophie. This wasn't a simple cosign or a promotional shout-out. It was a real business move that officially brought Sophie into the brand deal. Needless to say, Sophie was overwhelmed, tears, shock, the kind of moment when you realize someone noticed everything you did behind the scenes and didn't just remember it, but made sure the whole world did too. Caitlin Clark just changed the game, on and off the court. After signing a $25 million Nike deal, she didn't just celebrate herself. She put the spotlight on her teammate Sophie Cunningham, giving her a custom P sneaker and a sub-deal under her own endorsement. In a league where loyalty is rare, Caitlin showed what true leadership looks like, using her platform to reward those who've had her back. Fans, teammates, and the WNBA world were stunned. This wasn't just about money or sneakers. It was a cultural reset. Nike recognized Caitlin not just for her talent, but for her values and influence. Now campaigns and merch are built around trust, grit, and sisterhood, not just stats. Beyond the spotlight, Caitlin is launching mentorship programs for girls in underfunded communities, providing clinics, gear, and guidance alongside Sophie. She's proving that her impact stretches far beyond the court, inspiring loyalty, leadership, and opportunity in women's sports.